Hi, I'm Greg Artim from Artim Law, and today we're going to talk about how to beat Cavalry in a court of law. The first question is, who is Cavalry? Cavalry, or Cavalry SPV, is a large junk debt buyer that we deal with on a daily basis. Their sole business is to buy delinquent credit card accounts from original creditors, generally for pennies on the dollar, and then they file lawsuits against consumers like you to try and collect 100% of the amount that's due and owing. It's very important to note here that they buy these accounts. They are not working for the original creditor. So if there's a Credit One account or a Discover account or a Capital One account that Cavalry is suing you on, they are not working for that original creditor. They bought your account. So a lot of people contact me and they say, I owe this money, I want to make payments. Well, we're not sure that Cavalry actually bought your debt. We have to make them prove that in a court of law. So the second step to beating Cavalry in a court of law is to actually make them prove a case against you. It's much more difficult than it sounds. In Pennsylvania, there are a multitude of requirements that these guys have to meet to beat you in a court of law. And the first and most important thing is that they have to prove ownership of the account. This is called standing. You may have seen that in some of our other videos or found that on an internet website somewhere. But what standing is, it's the proof or ability to file a claim against you. It's proving ownership of your specific account. And again, while that may sound easy sitting here, it's really not that easy to prove because they buy these things in bulk. When they're buying 25,000 different accounts, they're not getting 25,000 separate purchase agreements. They're getting one. And so your name is just in there amongst a number of other claims, again, in the tens of thousands. And so they have a difficult time pinpointing your account to a specific sale of certain accounts. So making them prove a case is a really big deal. On top of that, when they buy these accounts, they buy them on what's called an as-is basis. An as-is means that the account is bought with all known and unknown defects, and it's bought with no warranties of any kind whatsoever. And that all harkens back to why these guys are called junk debt buyers. They're buying these for a low amount, and they're buying documents that they don't know whether they're accurate or not. It's literally junk. And so making them prove a case is a really big deal, forcing them to meet the burden of proof that is established by law. The third step to beating Cavalry in a court of law is to hire a consumer attorney from Artim Law. Let us go to work for you. A Cavalry case is not one that you want to handle on your own. A lot of people think that they can go on the internet and spend a few hours and learn a few things, or even have a consultation with an attorney, and now they know what's going on. Well, quite frankly, the worst thing that you can do is try and represent yourself. If you show up, if you go into a court of law, you become a star witness for Cavalry. All their attorney has to do is call you to the stand and ask you a few questions. Hey, Mr. Smith, did you have this account? Did you make some purchases on it? Did you make some payments on it? And finally, did you stop making payments? Those 4 questions are enough for the Cavalry attorney to prove a case against you, assuming that you answer them truthfully and that this was your account. So you don't want to be there at any sort of hearings or any sort of motions. You don't want to represent yourself on a Cavalry claim. Let us go to bat for you. Let us put our experience to work for you. Let us pound Cavalry into the ground, quite frankly. That's what we want to do on every one of these cases. We're here to win. And if something happens and it looks like we're not going to win the case for you, we'll try and work out the best negotiated settlement that we can. These are the steps to beating Cavalry in court. Please give us a call. We offer a free consultation. I'm Greg Artim from Artim Law, and thanks so much for watching today.